Alright, picture this. Every living thing you've ever seen, from massive blue whales to tiny blades of grass, is made up of cells. But have you ever wondered how cells actually came to be discovered? Let's rewind to the year 1665. A curious English scientist named Robert Hooke peered through a homemade microscope at a thin slice of cork. What he saw was mind-blowing tiny, empty compartments. Hooke thought these little boxes looked like the small rooms, or cells, monks lived in at monasteries. That's where the name cell comes from. But here's the wild part. Hooke only saw dead plant cells. He had no idea what was really going on inside living cells. It wasn't until a few decades later that another scientist, Antony van Leeuwenhoek, started looking at pond water and discovered a whole universe of living cells swimming around, bacteria and protozoa. He called them animalcules. Imagine being the first person to see that. So how did cells actually form in the first place? Scientists believe it all started over 3.5 billion years ago, in Earth's ancient oceans. Simple molecules began to stick together, forming little bubbles with membranes, kind of like soap bubbles. These were the earliest cells. Inside, chemical reactions started happening, and eventually, these simple cells learned to copy themselves. That's the origin of life as we know it. Today we know every living thing is made up of one or more cells. Some creatures, like bacteria, are just a single cell. Others, like you and me, are made up of trillions. So next time you look in the mirror, remember, you're basically a walking, talking skyscraper made out of cells, all thanks to a couple of curious minds and a really good microscope. Science is awesome, isn't it?